Hello YouTube friends, welcome to the Red Parrot channel. I am your host Mary Ellen. This will be an episode of Craft with Me, where I am going to eventually be working on making pockets for the elephant journal. I needed to turn the camera on to help me clean. And sometimes that's just the way the brain works. It needs a little bit of get up and going to get up and go. So this was me pulling pulling some raw material. I was going through my bin, well, one of them, and got some bits and pieces that I thought might make for some good pockets. I'm gonna put this out of the way for the moment. Salad Go Round the Sun. This is Cindy at Studio Lou's possibly favorite children's book of all time. It has deep personal meaning to her. She gave me a copy, which I think is absolutely the height of generosity. And there are elephants in it. This poor little deer, not the right colorway. These are the right colorway. This, though, has got really interesting art to it. I am getting to the point, this is like finger. I bet you that's how they did that. So we are going to use this potentially as a source of inspo, if we get that far. I kept that. A lot of this. What else did I bring up that's fun? I got a absolute mess of orange bits. Love this fleece floss. That's really pretty. This might be a better tie or included in the tie. It's nice and long. Or maybe we just sew it on the cover. I'm not sure where the cover's gone. What else did I get? Possibly not for this. So, we have tissue wars in Canada, and I don't know which tissue is coming and going. In any event, one tissue brand has got better decoration than the other, and I really like this as an example of printmaking. If you made a print block, you could use that as a graphic way of being able to create some fun background. And it's also got like a fabric thing at the bottom. And this is why we don't have pockets yet. We don't have pockets yet. Ooh, that's hot. That is a fresh cup of tea. So it is Sunday morning. Horseshoes and hand grenades. Okay, so I need to make a pocket out of that. Let's start there. And this. One of my troubles, I think, is that I don't know what else to do except for the color orange, kind of flowery, and literal elephants for an elephant journal. So, what do I want to do with this? All going to go that way. We could sort of do a sidey. Let's do a sidey. Let's try up here. And my bin is completely covered by books and stuff. Not ideal. There we are. I'm just going to plunk it all on the floor. So that'll work. Nope. I need to... Hang on. I'm putting on pause. And we're back. That's better. So I just needed to do a little bit of cleanup on aisle 5 so that I could have unfettered access to my garbage bin. Because that essentially is an essential part. Nobody ever talks about access to easy clean-off spaces as an essential tool for junk journaling? I would suggest to you that it is. Now, Paisley would make a nice pocket, and I'm still obsessed by this. That would be a nice bit. Maybe not for this application. That piece there would be nice though. Cut that out. Ooh, you know what? Let's cut it out. Can't use it if you don't do a certain amount of committing. Just trying to figure out which is the front side. I think that's the front side. It's going to be the front side anyways. We'll put that neatly over there because we could use it. Maybe. Wow. Somebody, and I'm not saying who, has completely changed. Do something like that. These 4 bits are ridiculous. Maybe. Now I want a background for this, or color it, or do something. We need to do something with her, because I think she's going to be the owner of the journal. Oops. Maybe that. How do we want to do that? What are you doing? And Gracie's just busy. She's busy. I know it. Look. There. It's not going to tear as nicely because there's paint on it, but we'll give it a try. I feel like I've taken a couple of days off, which I needed. Days off as in days off from filming. The thought occurs that it's in direct competition with spring activities. There. That. Is there anything in here that's good? There's clearly no elephants. I'm going to sneeze. Hang on. Put you on pause. And we're back. That's a tea slurp. Let go. Let go. Let me see if that's... That just looked weird. I love the little cat. Something else. We do not need to spend this much time thinking about it. You know what? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to stick this down, and then if something else occurs, we will do something with it. How's that? Because we'll spend all day. There. Okay, so pocket number one. Look at us. Bada boom. Oh, did I just glue it shut? Oh, don't follow me, I'm lost too. There. That'll be fine. Let it kind of dry on a bump. Okay, so next one. I love these. So these are Jacques Herbin ink packages, and I love that. And I think those would be fun. Kind of like that idea. A pocket decoration. And I like the tea and also the Green Empire. Those are both of them are beautiful colors. So let's put them to the side. We've probably got more than what these stickers say in here. 10 printed acetate, 20 printed cardstock with foil, and 55 printed cardstock. I should probably open that. I'm not going to right yet. I found these, which are stamps, they're little squares, and they feel kind of in that sort of block printy realm, which would be good. And we've got this. So step one, take that off right there. There. I could do that. I could do that. How tall? Oh, 8. This would make a really nice side tuck. 2 side tucks. You need to cover some of that. But one would be sort of dark with orange and the other would be light with orange. And what do we do with these? I think we usually do like 3 inches or something. Let's find out how wide it is. So 8. Let's do 4. Just pick. There we are. Keep that out. So I'm just going to do a little bit of a fold over. 3/8. There. So there's that one. And then this one is going to be the same. Sort of a 3/8. There. Kind of straight. Kind of straight. Straightish. So we've got 1 and 2. We need to glue. Vessi is a seed company, seed and plant, I guess, company. It is based out of, I think, Nova Scotia, the East Coast, and they get a lot of their supplies from Holland. Okay, so I've got one edge, and then when we put it in the book, we have opportunities to be able to do this, but we need something that is sort of fancy. And I have a thought. Possibly more than one. Let's try that. I'm gonna put you on pause for a second. And we're back. That was a little longer than I expected, and I'm very happy to say that you were on pause the whole time, so it felt like nothing to you. I was chasing wild geese in the figurative sense. So, cards. Got those. Got these, this might be suitable. And we've got these, which are really old. They're from China. And it's interesting to see how sometimes they translate things that turn out to be kind of weird. Sure. I'm just looking for the orange ones. It's not really orange. There. So is that going to fit? Ooh, it might. Hot diggity, dog diggity. No, it will not. That circle is a suggestion of size, not an actual size. How about you? Will you fit? Oh, yes, you will. Just barely. Okay. And I do like that one. Crash bang. And I'm happy to keep these out for a bit. Where's the edge? The edge is there. Okay. I need some backgrounding. No. There you were. Kind of need to get rid of the Canadian flag. Kind of. Oh, that'll work. No, we'll use green. I just want to color this up a bit. In some kind of random way. Oh, good enough. Okay, need you back. Pick one, pick a side. Here we are, good job. I'm still working on building up enough courage, which when one says it out loud, sounds kind of silly. But there we are, that's how brains work. Trying to build up the courage to paint outside. I am absolutely devouring, for the second time now, mind, Landscape Artist of the Year, UK edition. And I just, there's something in my brain that says, you could probably kind of do that. Not, let's clarify, I am not necessarily going to be of the same skill set as the people who are being profiled, but I would still be able to get outdoors and sketch, and it sounds like such a lovely idea. So I have, and there's like, literally, I can be as safe as you can possibly be. I am not going out into, you know, brown bear country or moose country I'm going to be in my backyard. Everything's going to be fine. And still, it's freaking me out. Like, oh my goodness. So, I was on a sortie earlier this week, and I went to Value Village, and I got a crummy, half-used book that I can use. So we're gonna work on that. And I have been using my crayons at a great pace, and the markers that I got seem to be, I might be able to do something with the markers. Okay, so those are 2 side tucks. I like those a lot. And so I will be able to plop them down, or I can make them into belly bands if I need to. So 2 whole pockets. Look at us go. We have these, and I think the train works because of the time. If I were to pick, I would say those 2 for sure. And maybe, not sure. And we've got these flowers as well. Okay, so I need another pocket. And this is what we are going to do. I have yeah, I do. We're good. Over here. Oh, I don't want to use that. I need some kind of backing. Let's use this. Sandwich bag. Did I lose the plot of what I was talking about? Entirely possible. I was talking about, oh yes, this journaling outside. Not journaling, sketching. So the markers, I think, will fit, will work with my process. And I am aware that my process will be super fiddly if I don't, what do I want to say? If you have something like this, bad idea, because I am going to just get right into the details. If I use something like this, nice and fat, I can't, the instrument does not allow me to get into that level of detail, so I just have to be gestural. And yes, there's nothing like watching a TV show to give you a whole bunch of new vocabulary and then make you sound like an absolute goober. So, for those of you who know better, just indulge me. So I want to try. And so maybe today is the day. I will go out in the backyard with Gracie and I will just, like, nothing bad will happen. I know it. I absolutely fundamentally know it. Nothing bad will happen. The worst thing that could happen is that the marks look funny. And if the marks look funny, that means I've tried. And it means that I will never have to be, I'll never get another first attempt. It will be my second attempt, or my third, or my fourth. And so I will be en route, as it were. This is a washi tape covered collage board. I do so love them. On, I think this is Japanese. And I'm just going to back it. And then maybe make some packets. So this is the side. This is the side you want. Okay, well, let's cut that down then too. Get rid of all this additional stuff. Inside or outside, literally doesn't matter. Woof. This is a glue gobbler. Okay, good enough. Yum. There, gotta let that dry, I think. A hank. Let's see if, I have no idea. I don't know if paper will work this way or not. Just like with tissue. Because if it tears, that'll be great. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not opposed. That's good to know. There. Nope. Try this one. Oh, yeah. And this tone matches that, so I'm not opposed at all of having some of the edges show. Oh, that was on the fold line. There we are. Do you think this will tear? Well, we can always, oops, take cap off. We can always try. There. That was me having a thought. Well, we're just going to look like it's been... My mother would say about my hair sometimes, it looks like it's been chewed by rats. She was always trying to get me to comb my hair. I was like, I just never, it was never a priority. So she would ask periodically, when's the last time you combed your hair? Why? Is it funny? Yes. Oh, all right. For you, Mom, anything. And whenever I was a kid, when I was a kid and we would go on vacation, the other thing, when we would see various cousins and relatives and so on and so forth, the older ones would look at me and then they would look really close at me and they would go, how do you see out of your glasses? I clearly had no problems, but when you take off your glasses and then you look at them, you go, oh yeah, they are kind of dirty, aren't they? Okay, so how do we want to cut this? I can do that. What's our dimensions? So 6. So I could do 2 strips of 2 and then have something in the middle. Or I could 3 strips of 3. Or I could do whack and grate pockets. Or I could cut it in half and then half again. Ooh, let's do that. Okay, so what was this? 9. 9 is 4 1/2. 1, 2, 3, 4 and half. There. That. That's 1, 2. Three, 4. Or do we want to do like a pocket? Let's do that because these are very pronounced shapes. So 2 1/2, 2 1/2, 1, 2 1/2. Yep, 2 1/2. 1, 2 1/2. There. So we've got those. Got this little bit left over. I need to do some chomps. There. Could do like a double pocket. Let's try that. Got another one. I've made those a very long time ago. That I don't have that washi anymore. I know. I've used up washi. Oh, yes, Bolton. I used up another washi tape spool yesterday. I'm going to submit it for a public holiday. Yeah, I like that. Okay, I don't know how to decorate these now. Well, I have elephant things that I can use. Let's have a boosty boot that. Oh, and I've got tags. Let's have a look. Let us have a look. Oh! Focus. So these were tags that we made that I think will be, those will be perfect Maybe even that one. Oops, 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 oops. Ooh, that would be good paper for an envelope. Scissors. So I'll get that one. There's one. Where's the other one go? That one. That one. That one. What are these? So I was thinking the larger ones can go on that way. And it would be weird to me to have the opening of the pocket facing that way and the elephant facing that way. It's just weird to me. What does this? Ooh. I was super proud of myself when I was telling you that I went to Value Village and I got, I think, 5 things. 4 of them were paper things, and one of them was just some blank white material. It was gorgeous. My point is, I put back, there was a whole bag of different pattern scissor blades, Fiskars. And I carried it around, well, pushed it around with me in my cart for most of the time I was at the store. And then I put it back. And I was super proud of myself for being able to do that. Oops. And my logic was, like, I look at them and I think, oh yeah, so-and-so would love this. This is exactly what they use all the time. And then I'm starting to have the voice in my head that says, but that's not what you do. And it's weird to have that voice, because I never used to have it. It's like, no, it's not what you do. It's not what you like. What I like is watching them use the things that they like. Ooh, look at that. Yum-mo. Oh, that one's good. I love that. Love, 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 love. And that is because that has just a plain enough background, and this matches. Okay, so we're still waffling around with these. There was something else that I put back for exactly that reason. Oh, I know. I was able to find an extraordinarily beautiful 100% wool blanket, label still attached, from Scotland, sort of a taupey, yellowy color, and the Rachel at Roxy Creations uses that kind of material as a substrate for her stitching stuff. And many of the people that she follows, and also Fleur Woods, does the same. And it's like, oh, I could totally get this. This is like perfect. And it's like, yeah, it is. Do you do that? No. And then we have the argument. Back off, just let me put it in the cart. And I got all the way to the cashier. And then went, no, it's not what you do. It's not what you do. And that, I think, is a slow, and I mean slow, slowly developing sense of confidence. Where do you want to go? Maybe something like that. Take that off. There, so I don't need that. Okay, now let's cut these out. I had a thought, because I have such a chronic lack of pockets all of the time, that I would do just a month of nothing but making pockets. And then I sat down and thought better of it. But there needs to be a way for me to be able to just have blanks. Oh, yes, 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 yes. These are blanks that Cindy at Studio Lou had in one of her recent Journal With Me kits. And I just stamped on top of them to give them some kind of a random zhuzh. Interest. That's the word I'm looking for. Maybe? I don't know. And this one. There. No, so this, I think, needs to go here. That makes that pop out. I'm going to bet that this makes this pop out. Just like that. While I'm here, I might as well cut these out as well. I still haven't found an appropriate bin for this that I can keep on my desk or close by. There. Okay, so we glue those on, and I think we've got 4 pockets, 4 more. Ooh, we've got that. So let's stack these up. Well, that's a good job. That's 1, 2, how many did I do? 1, 2, 3, and 4 is 7. 7 whole pockets. Look at us go. Let's go. Here, there's one. Yeah, like. And we can do gussets when the time comes, if we need to. Be kind of high. Is it true that I'm asking you? I am. I have to look it up, I suppose, because I won't be able to hear you if you answer. Is it true that elephants like peanuts? Peanuts will be a ridiculous sub-comment to this. Like suddenly you have 100 elephants and then what are the peanuts doing here? But I wonder if they do. I mean, a peanut is very small. I mean, I have them quite frequently when I go to the ball game. And I'm here to tell you that me being as wee as I am, I can go through a bag. So if they're wee to me, I can't imagine what they feel like to an elephant. Oh, I love that. Yum! That looks good. And then this one. There. One more, and we'll be done. Yep, that'll work. Yep, okay, so let's have a quick recap before we bid fond farewells. So we have got this one, which is not quite done. Does everybody get a tag? No, not everybody gets a tag. So pocket 1, pocket 2, pocket 3, 4, 5, a lot of elephants, though that is orange. So we've got orange, elephants, orange, and orange. And these can be side tucks, or I can fold them over that way and we can create a belly band. So we're making progress. It's slow, but we never go fast. Anyways, that's all for now. Please take very good care of yourself. Stay out of trouble. Always love you lots, and we'll see you soon. Bye now.